Alright, this is just a quick walk around some of the changes that happened this weekend. I've taken the side panel off. You can see that fresh open cut wood, and onto the step so that you can step through, whereas this side you can see it's still closed in the original outline of the cockpit exterior panel. This just gives me more flexibility in getting people in and out of the cockpit without having to move the monitors or the screens in any way. Also, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see it. The butt kicker has been buried into the seat. So inside the seat, in the center portion of the seat, just below the link there, this is the support that goes through the seat all the way from one side to the other, and the butt kicker is now buried inside the seat itself, which means that it has less of a woody tone to it when it shakes the cockpit, and it gives more immediate and precise feedback to your back. And the butt kicker itself is mounted under the center console so that you can make the adjustments to that as you fly the aircraft, and from helicopters to jets. Sometimes it's important to have a more effective adjustment. Now, I haven't closed in the front component for the instrumentation, but you'll also notice that the instrument panel, the touch panel, has been lowered to be more precise alignment with the forward monitor, and that gives us a better feel. And then the rudder pedal deck was actually dropped all the way back to the floor, and with a clearance we can get tall people in there comfortably without banging their knees into anything. So I think that problem's finally been solved. And then with reference to the final adjustments, just for the fine alignment of pixels from one to the other, the monitors, if you look at this, the monitors have been mounted upside down, so that the top portion, the infrared sensors at the top of the monitor on each of the three 1080p panels, the left, the right, and the top, and then the center panel, which is currently my son-in-law's 4K 50-inch TV, is the center panel, and we get a better, crisper image there. So that's actually a real great way to save money and to still have a lot of precision in what you're doing. Pixel alignment is good on that side. And then back here, to push this center panel, the 4K panel, out, this wood and a little bit of the metal support structure has been put in there between the TV here and the actual standing mount, because the mount itself here is not a physical lock mount, it's a friction lock, and it actually sways forward and back, up and down this way. It creates a bit of a strain on the system. So to finish correcting the alignment, I've got to find a way to get this distance here more precise so that the pixels and the panels can all be aligned directly and specifically. And with those adjustments, I think the visual sciences behind the flight simulator will come to a wonderful conclusion. But the experience from the inside of the cockpit with multiple flyers this weekend has met with rave reviews. And all of these adjustments that I'm talking about have happened since they flew, so that I could make use of the observations that I had. And then these side panels here, the foam core panels that are there on the side, those will be replaced with a permanent panel. I'll show you how that's going to go. So those just come in and out. This way it makes for quick access for maintenance. And then as you look, the support beam here that goes down the two ribs of that actually extends down a little bit. So we're going to mount a sidewall that'll move in and out for maintenance on both the left and the right panels. And you can open them up using these elbows, so you can actually literally just move the cockpit open, so it's easier maintenance. And then if there's other things that need to be done, that's the pure left view, and there it is with it closed the way that it should. But you get an idea how unique and specific these adjustments are in meeting the challenges of rendering out the visuals necessary for a pilot to have his lift vector and to actually be surrounded by the scenery of whatever aircraft he's flying. And today this is an instance of the F-22 this comes with a Lockheed Martin prepared software. It's a default aircraft, and we're flying with 3 iPads giving instrumentation for engines there on the right. We've got a center display that keeps trim, takeoff trim, flaps, spoiler adjustments, got a gear along with a center console. All the engine controls are actually programmed into the throttle, which is from the A-10C Thrustmaster HOTAS, and then the moving map display by FlightPlanGo. And that's it. Wonderful adjustments. Quite happy with the way things are going.